Good afternoon. This is Coach Jeremy Whitmore, founder of the Wrestling Shape program, and I'm nice and sweaty here after my lunchtime workout. But I needed to lay this one on here as I was running through my head as I was running around the track, which is the answer to the question, why would you listen to me? And I was thinking, here I am getting ready to unleash this website programming to the wrestling world, and why would somebody, say in Oregon, ever take my word for this training program? What credibility do I have? So I just wanted to take a few moments just to talk about myself, which I really hate doing, but feel that maybe it will give some credibility and some justification on why I believe this is the best training program that exists for the wrestling and the grappling community. So started wrestling at the age of 5. We went through the local club, middle school, into a very successful and traditioned high school program. I personally won a bunch of different, district, regional, and state titles in Greco and freestyle and folk style. Had a really successful high school campaign. Was really introduced to what hard work looked like at that stage of my life. And as I transitioned into college and out of the amateur wrestling world, my focus shifted to, at that time, was called NHB fighting, or no holds barred fighting. MMA term didn't even exist at that time. But that was my new passion. It really kind of filled that void from wrestling. And so at that time, if you were a good wrestler, it was quite frankly easy. Someone that didn't know how to defend a takedown and didn't have any awareness of the ground. Jiu-jitsu just wasn't that prevalent, especially not in the state of Kentucky at that time. So I kind of had my way with people, but realized that it's something I wanted to get really good at. I had to expand my horizons. So started training with the boxing team and the judo club, and found a jiu-jitsu gym, and was just kind of immersing myself in each of those, and was taking little tidbits from each. Finished up my undergraduate degree in biology, and then went back to my home state of Virginia, and then started attending the Medical College of Virginia for my doctorate in physical therapy. Knew I wanted to keep fighting, and was just really lucky to run into a guy named Rick McCoy, who was Virginia's first professional fighter. And it just so happened he was getting ready to start his own academy, the Mixed Martial Arts Institute, at that time, and I came on and became his first student, and I was the first person to fight under that banner of the MMA Institute. And really, it's Rick that really kind of honed my skills and give him credit to a lot of, almost all the success that I had during my fighting career. And at that time was also when a light bulb went on of my obsession with strength conditioning and how important that was. And really, it was the thought and idea of being super tired inside of a cage when somebody's trying to hurt me. It was an absolute terrifying thought for me. I believed it was something that I could control. And so kind of at this time, two worlds really started to line up, my own personal training world and professionally. So here I am, working on my doctorate in physical therapy. I also set and passed the exam to become a CSCS through the NSCA, which is a Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, which is widely considered the most credible personal training certification. So I got those. So I started to get some of the science and the research and the evidence behind some of these things I was doing, as that was running parallel with me living these things out inside of a little battleground, right? And so that Rick started calling me all day because, I guess for his words, is he felt like I could fight all day without getting tired. And it really wasn't because I didn't have any special superpowers. It's because I worked so hard in and out of the gym. It was maniacal, the work ethic, but it was also, I was doing a lot of my homework to find out what types of exercises and training programs were really going to give me the most bang for my buck. So after my fight career, and I kind of went back to my hometown, I started practicing as a physical therapist. And to kind of make a long story short, I got really deeply involved in the CrossFit world, competing in CrossFit. That kind of progressed into a bunch of different endurance races and adventure races to where we are now. So now, as I sit in the spring of 2018, I'm a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm the owner of the Harrisonburg MMA Institute. I'm the head coach of the Shannon Valley Wrestling Club. And now I've been practicing 10 years as a physical therapist and professional strength coach. So that's where we sit today. So I guess it's summed up like this. I have not stopped training since 1986. This is not something that I've just got into. I didn't read a book and become inspired. It's not something I started after I went to college as a profession. This is me. I've been involved in the combat sports world and in training for them for 32 years, and it's only becoming a snowball effect. I'm just becoming more and more passionate about it. I'm learning more and more. I'm seeing what works and doesn't work because I'm doing it. I'm on the match with these kids. I'm inside the cage sparring with my guys. I'm walking the walk and I'm talking the talk. I have the research and the evidence to back it up, and that's I'm really here to make a difference. I believe it to the deepest of the bones that I have now put together the absolute best program for the wrestling community, and that's a short leap then into the grappling and jiu-jitsu worlds and fighting worlds. I think this is a culmination of 32 years of training, research, science, education that I've put in. I'm excited about doing it. Come check us out. I'm Coach Whitmore with WrestlingShape.com.